Hello scrapbookers, it's Vicky and I'm back for part 2 of my Scrappy Formulas. And I'm going to tell you right now that I can read your mind. You're probably thinking, this girl either has too much time on her hands or something's definitely wrong with her, because look at all these pages, and this is just some of the pages of this particular formula that I've just pulled out of random books that I have. And go ahead, judge, I am crazy and I do love to take my pictures and I do love to scrap. And this is why I particularly love this formula. As you can see, you already know that I'm a double page scrapper. That's no news. But as you can see, this particular formula incorporates 12 photos per double page. So this is a big deal for this mama. Let me show you. This is one sample. They're pretty much all the same, but like I said in my last video, which I will link below in case you haven't seen it, it doesn't matter because it's not as though I'm doing this look back to back in the same album. That's not how I do it. So check it out. These are just slightly smaller than 4x4, so that I can put 3 across, 3 down on a 12x12, and I love it. I love this also because this kind of idea lets you use all those little wayward embellishments that you don't know what to do with, and they turn out quite fine. So let me go through. I'm not going to go into much detail about each layout or the products or anything like that, but I will show you how this turns into this. And again, the glare. I'm so sorry, guys. I do have page protectors on most of these because they're completed. The only real difference in this page, for example, from that page, is the fact that I have added a colored background before I started plopping down my squares. But otherwise, same thing again. Here we go back to the white background. This happened to be my son's birthday this time. Look at the little guy. Cutie pie. And that happened to be my sweet little girl's birthday. So 2 totally different albums. Here's a layout that I did in the fall. Again, I added some paper in the background. And these are a little bit smaller than a 4x4. Even smaller than the others, because you see that I have more room at the edges. Not a big deal. Still the same idea. It's my little guy at the farm. At one of the farms we visited in the fall. There you go. Then, look at that. Same look again for a Christmas spread that I did. And this was from this past Christmas. Same darn idea. Getting it done with all those pictures. This happened to be a layout that I corner rounded. So a slight variation, but still the same thing. A slight variation is that I corner rounded these instead of having them in as harsh squares. And that was from the summer of last year. Then this was also from summer of last year, but it looks different enough that it doesn't bother me that it's about 10 pages down in the album. Does not bother me at all. I just love how these turn out. And I'll tell you, these are the fastest ones for me to do. I whip out my Creative Memories trimmer, my little trimmer. I just slice down the pictures and the paper and I adhere them. Really, there's not much more to it. And then I play around with fun embellishments. That is how quick and easy it is. The hardest part is picking the paper. Big deal. That's also the fun part. And now this, again, this is summer past, when we went to Marineland. I love these. And these pages I typically do not journal on. I don't journal on every single page, even though I do love doing that. But I leave the pictures to speak for themselves on these square pages. There you go. Oh my God. Can I just tell you? I was so nervous that they were going to freak out going on this thing, even though it's a kid ride, little ladybug. But oh, I'm scared of heights and I don't like this kind of stuff, but the kids went nuts. They loved it. quite happy for them. Oh, I ended up going to, there's me freaking out with my little boy. Another page, my beautiful cousin's birthday party last summer. Hey, something happened here. Hold on. I have to adhere that better. This one, oh, I know why. I don't have a page protector because the page before it is not finished. So that's why this one's kind of hanging like that. There's my hunka babe. It's the other page. And now we move to a wedding page. Same darn thing. Do you see what I mean? I could have basically whipped all these out in a day. Not a day. Yeah, a day. Less than a day. I could have whipped these all out in a day if I had the pictures sorted, papers chosen and everything. It's just fast, fast, fast. I'm loving this. And it might be boring for some of you to look at this and go, oh my God, really? Squares? Yay. But grid layouts are my favorite, for real. This was when we went to the beach last summer. So this one's in our travel album. And I attempted a little crazy stitching. That was fun. But these aren't going to be anywhere near any of those anyway. So who cares that they're similar? More stitching, little words. I love all these little tabs and stuff. I love all of this stuff that you can just throw on here and it'll just look perfect. And then this was from the summer before at the same beach. And I rounded the corners, threw on a couple of little things. Oh, we are missing a letter here. You see that? It's a good thing I'm reviewing this. Where the heck is that E? Anyway, it's somewhere. I will find it. And that's the second part. Then we have this from Christmas as well. This was last Christmas. Same idea. And then we're moving on to something that I just did this past weekend, but this was of last year. This was last winter. Yeah, this was last winter, so this will go in February 2016. Then we're moving back to a summer layout from last year again. Not in the travel album, but in the regular miscellaneous summer album. And I love adding these frames. I just bought the We Are Memory Keepers frame maker as well. And I've been popping these out like crazy, but I love the frames. Just a random frame here and there. So on this page I have one there, and then to balance it I have one on this side. They're just fun. And I do the random little, you know, twine tying on certain pages. Just because I have the darn stuff, might as well use it. And I think this is just the last example. I think you get the point that I love me my squares and I love grids. I'm telling you, this is the fastest and easiest. If you are looking for a solution to getting a lot of pictures down on your double page spread or even a single page spread, I would really recommend you try this. It's easy, it's quick, you can use a lot of embellishments, you can do what you want, and you're done in no time. So, there you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. And thank you for watching. I will have a few more of these kind of formulas to show you over the next couple of weeks. But until then, have a wonderful day and happy scrapping. Take care. Bye-bye.